ॐ वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणि विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा गुरवे सर्वलोकानां भिषजे भवरोगिणां निधये सर्वविद्यानां दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। नारायणं पद्मभुवं वसिष्ठं शक्तिं च तत्पुत्रपराशरं च व्यासं शुकं गौडपदं महान्तं गोविन्दयोगीन्द्रमथस्य शिष्यं श्रीशङ्कराचार्यमथास्य पद्मपादं च हस्तामलकं च शिष्यं तन्तोटकं वार्तिककारमन्यान् अस्मद्गुरून् सन्ततमानतोऽस्मि। सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयम् नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्। अपारकरुणा सिन्धुं ज्ञानदं शान्तरूपिणम् श्रीचन्द्रशेखरगुरुं प्रणमामि मुदान्वहम्। यत्कृपालेशमात्रेण पुमान् पूर्णः प्रजायते तं वन्दे ब्रह्मविद्धुर्यं सद्गुरुं चन्द्रशेखरम्। साक्षात्कृतं दयानन्दं परमार्थस्वरूपिणम् तत्त्वज्ञानप्रशास्तारं प्रणतोऽस्मि परं पदम्। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। सर्ववेदान्तसिद्धान्तगोचरं तमगोचरम्
सर्ववेदान्तसिद्धान्तगोचरं तमगोचरम्
गोविन्दं परमानन्दं सद्गुरुं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहम्।
गोविन्दं
परमानन्दं
परमानन्दं सद्गुरुं
प्रणतोऽस्म्यहम्।
प्रणतोऽस्म्यहम्।
जन्तूनां नरजन्म दुर्लभमतः पुंस्त्वं ततो विप्रता
जन्तूनां
नरजन्मदुर्लभमतः
नरजन्मदुर्लभमतस्त्वं ततो
त्वं
विप्रता।
ततो वितता।
तस्माद् वैदिकधर्ममार्गपरता विद्वत्त्वमस्मात् परम्
तस्मात्
वैदिकधर्ममाश्रितः विद्वत्त्वमस्मत्परम्
वैदिकधर्ममाश्रितः विद्वत्त्वमस्मत्परम्
आत्मानात्मविवेचनम् स्वनुभवो ब्रह्मात्मना संस्थितिः
आत्मानविवेचनं
आत्मानात्मविवेचनं
स्वनुभवो
स्वनुभवो
ब्रह्मणा
ब्रह्मात्मना
संस्थितिः
संस्थितिः
मुक्तेर्नो शतजन्मकोटिसुकृतैः पुण्यैर्विना लभ्यते
मुक्तिर्नो
यदनो
शतजन्मकोटिसुखैः
शतजन्मकोटिसुखैः पुण्यैर्विना
पुण्यैर्विना
लभ्यते
लभ्यते.
We have seen the simple meaning of the two shlokas along with the commentary of Sri Shiva Abhinava Bharati Vidyartita Swamigal. The commentary written by the Acharya Shiva Abhinava Bharati Narasimha Bharati Tirtha Swami is called Vivekodaya. He had written commentary only for the first 7 shlokas of the text, Vivekachudamani. He had not written for the entire text. The text consists of 580 shlokas. Only 7 shlokas he had written commentary. Then his disciple, that's what we are going to see, Chandrasekhar Bharati Tirtha Swamigal, he had written commentary on 15 shlokas out of 580. The rest is 65 shlokas, he did not comment. He stopped the commentary with just the 550th, 15th shloka. This text, as we saw, it's the commentary is good for not only for Shravanam, of course, the simple meaning to start with Shravanam, then dwelling deep into the text involves Mananam. Similarly, the reading, the commentary of Chandrasekhar Bharati Swami also, it is Mananam, analyzes each and every word. It reads the Bhashyakara's, Shankara Bhagavad Pada's mind and comments. And these two are great spiritual stalwarts. We don't have to say anything about them. So since this Shiva Bhinava Bharati Vidyati Swamigal, the text I came across, that's why I took this. Anyway, we will do all the 7 shlokas. We have completed 2 shlokas. Now, today, for the first 2 shlokas, the commentary written by Chandrasekhar Bharati Swamigal, we will read. Beautiful commentary. And Sanskritam also is very sarala. Those who have some reasonable understanding of Sanskritam can follow. It's a beautiful Sanskritam. Like the Shankaranandiyam Bhagavad Gita, the Shankaranandi Bhagavad Gita, what we study along with Shankara Bhashya. It's a beautiful Sanskritam, simple Sanskritam, very pleasant to read also. Not that much difficult. So let us start today the commentary by Chandrasekhar Bharati Tirtha Mahaswamigal. Shri Sachidananda Shiva Abhinava Narasimha Bharati Swami Charanara Vindhabhyam Namaha. The first 2 shlokas we read. Acharya begins the commentary with the prayers. It has 5 shlokas. 5 prarthana shlokas. Simple shlokas, and the meanings are very clear from the text. From reading, we can understand. I will explain, if possible, word by word and in general. Samsara sagara nimagna janodidhirshuhu yoba yoba tarachiva nrsimha guruchalena jhadyandakaraharanam karuna samudram tam dakshinasyam anisham hridibhavayami. Bhavayami, that is a kriya padam, bhavayami. Hridibhavayami. Bhavayami is praise, eulogize. Bhavayami. Aham bhavayami. Aham bhavayami. Hridi, in the hridaya. U dakshinasyam, the one who is in the form of, that is the Dakshinamurti, who is in the form of Yaha Avatarat, the one who descended down. The Sandhi and all we can split and understand. Avatarat. Trudhatu avatarat. Avatara. We say avatara descending down. Avatarati avatara. The one who descended down, who came down. Who is that? Lord Dakshinamurti. Dakshinasyam. Dakshinamurti. Rupam. Yaha. The one who is Dakshinamurti. Yaha Saha. Avatarat. Who is that? Shiva Narasimha Guruchalin, in the form of Shiva Narasimha Bharati Tirtha Swami Yaha Avatarat Tam Sriti Bhavayami. I Anisham means always, Sada, Satatam, Sarvada, Aham Hridi, in the Hridaya, in the heart. Aham Bhavayami, I always praise, I always held in I esteem, have always have deep reverence and respect for him. And further, the other words are qualifying Shiva Abhinava Bharatitya Swami, Nrsimha Bharatitya Swami is Guru. So first shloka is Guru Namaskara Shlokaha. By the word Shiva Nrsimha, what we can understand, this is a prayer on the Guru. Yata Shankaracharya began the text with the Namaskara to Tam Paramanandam Sadgurum Pranatosmi. Tadvat Atrapi Acharyaha Guru Namaskarena Vyakhyayam Arambaha Kritavan. Arabdhavan. Then other words. Samsara Sagara Nimagna Janodidhirshuhu. In the samsara, which is a sagara, a ocean, difficult to cross over. Samsaraha sagaraha eva. Samsara sagaram dukkam tasma jagrata. Samsara is compared to a ocean. And nimagnaha, in that samsara sagara, samyak nimagnaha, the one who is well immersed, submerged. Who are they? Janaha, the people. Samsara sagare nimagnanam jananam uddidhirshuhu. We are studying Sananta. Other Sanskritam class, we can understand. Uddidhirshuhu. Uddhartum ichuhu. The one who is desirous of uplifting. Didhirshati, didhirshataha, didhirshanti. Dhru, dhatu, dharane. Uddhartum ichuhu. Just another word, like moktum ichuhu, mumukshuhu. Yatum ichuhu, jigyasuhu. Kartum ichuhu, kartum icha chikishuhu. Tadvat, uddhartum. Go Rama Mamuddhara. We chant Ramo Rajamani Sada Vijayate. There also Uddhara. Udhara. Lift up. So samsara sagare, the samsara sagara, the people who are submerged with the desire to uplift them, lift them, Lord Dakshinamurti descended in the form of Shiva Abhinava Nrsimha Bharati Swami. And other two words are the Jadhyandakara Haranam. The Andakara is darkness, which is Jadhya. Jadasya Bhavaha Jadhya. Ajnanam ityartaha. Ajnanam. Rukarastu andhakaro vai. Rukarastu tan nivartakaha. Andhakara nirodhitva guru nitya bidiyate. Give the definition of guru. Guru is darkness. So in the darkness, Jadhyanda, and that is very thick, very dense. Jadhyanda andakara haranam, the one who removes. Jadhyanda, Jadya andakara, very thick darkness, dense darkness. That is avidya. Haranam is the one who harati, one who destroys. Andakara haranam, the one who removes the andakara, the avidya, which is very strong avidya. Why it is avidya is strong? Because avidya is anadi. Anadi kalat. In the upakarma, we do the Mahasankalpa. Every year we do. After that, we begin the Veda Adhyayanam. The Mahasankalpa, there comes Anadi Avidya Vasanaya Pravartamane Asmin Mahati Samsara Chakre Vichitrabhihi Karmagatibihi Vichitrasu Yonishu Punah Punaha Anekada Janitva Kenapi Punyakarma Visheshena Idhanintaram Hanusha Dvijajanma Vishesham Praptavataha Mama Janma Abhyasa Janma Pravritti Etakshana Paryantam Vale Vayasi goes. It's a long Sankalpa. There we come across Anadi Avidya Vasanaya and this Mahati Samsara Chakra, in this great Samsara Chakra, having taken birth through different yonis, some by some punya, we have taken Manushya Janma. So therefore, Anadi Avidya, the Avidya is which is Anadi, which is what is here Avidya, the Andakara, is referred to as Andakara, Jadya, Jadhyandakara, because Anadikala, the Vidya, the ignorance is so strong. Therefore, it can be removed only by knowledge. So therefore, Acharya, who has descended to uplift people from this dense, dark Vidya, ignorance, and he is Karuna Samudram, ocean, embodiment of compassion. Samudra is vast and very Gabhira, deep also. Similarly, he has a tremendous compassion. Out of compassion, Lord Dakshinamurti descended in the form of Shiva Abhinava Nrsimha Bharati Tirtha Swamigal. Tam in the Hridaya, always, Sadaham Bhavayami, I always think about, contemplate Bhavayami on Shiva Abhinava Nrsimha. That is, he is my Guru. So, Guru Namaskara. Acharya does. Therefore, first shloka is Guru Namaskara shloka. Second shloka, Jnana Swarupe Vagdevi Bhagavat Pada Pujite Chudamani Vivekadim Vyakurushva Mukhan Mama. Namaskara shloka to Saraswati Vagdevi. Jnana Swarupe, it's all Sambodhana. He Jnana Swarupe, He Vagdevi, He Bhagavat Pujite. She is the Swarupa, the nature of Jnanam, embodiment of knowledge. Who Saraswati? Saraswati Namastubhyam Bharade Kamarupini, Vagdevi. She is Jnana Swarupini and she is the goddess of Vak, speech. And Bhagavat Pujite, Bhagavat Pada Pujite, Bhagavat Padena, Padehi Pujita, O Saraswati. Therefore, Bhagavat Pada Pujite, Rama Shabdavat, Jnana Swarupe, Rama, Vagdevi, Nadi, Sambodhana, Ala Sambodhana. The one who was worshipped by Shankara Bhagavat Pada. Therefore, Vivekadim Chodamanim. Viveka Nama, this Grantha, the Chodamani, Vivekachudamani. It's not only about Viveka, in fact, the sadhana for Jnanam also talked about, Jnanam also talked about. So for Vivekadim Chodamanim, Vivekachudamani, Mama Mukhat, from my mouth, Mama Mukhan, Sandhi, Yaraha Runasike, Runasikova, Sandhi it is. Mukhat, Mama Mukhat, Vyakurushva, Vyakurushva, it is Lotlakara. Vyakaroti, Vyapuraka Krudatu, Vyakurushva. May the goddess Saraswati, who is Jnana Swarupini, the goddess of speech, Vak-Devi, the one who was worshipped by Shankara Bhagavad Pada, may she from my mouth expound the text which I am going to expound the text written by Shankara Bhagavad Pada, expound the in the form of expound the text. Text is written by Shankaracharya. So may I do Vyakyanam, Vyakurushva, Vyakyanam, the explanation of the text. Vyakyanam Kurush. Vyakaroti. Vyakyanam comment. May I expound the text. Vivekachudamani. So Vyakurushva. Without the grace of Saraswati, it is not possible. Therefore, may the God, the Saraswati Saraswati bless me so that I can expound the text Vivekachudamani of the Shankara Bhagavad Pada. Then the next shloka. Prasannanam Gabhiranam Vachasam Deshike Shituhu Bhavastvat Kripaya Chitte Bhasatam Mama Sharade. Namaskara to Sharada Devi. Hey Sharade. Hey Rame. Hey Sharade. Rama Shabdavat. Sharade. Deshikanam Ishituhu. Deshika is a beautiful word. Means Acharya. Guruhu ityartaha. Deshikanam Ishituhu. The one who is the greatest of the teachers. Ishituhu. Ishituhu, Ishitru Shabda. Rikaranta Shabda. So Deshikanam Ishituhu. Like Pituhu, Shashti Bhakti. Deshikanam Ishituhu. The greatest of the teachers. Who is that? Shankara Bhagavad Pada. So, Deshikanam Ishituhu. Prasannanam Gabiranam Vachasam. Vachasa means Vachas. Words. Vachas. How the words are? The words are Prasanna. Very clear. No ambiguity. No dosha. There is no, like in the Sutra. That we define Sutra, how it is unambiguous and defect-free. It is free from defects, blemishless, similarly very clear and without any dosha, prasanna, such as speech, and also Gabhira. Gabhira is very profound. Prasannanam, Gabhiranam, Vachasam, of whom? Of Deshikanam, Ishituhu, that is Shankara Bhagavad Pada. Vachasam, the word is qualified by Prasannanam, Gabhiranam. How the words of the Acharya? It is Prasanna and Gabhira. And the bhava of that, the teaching of that, the purport of that, the essence of that Tat Kripaya, Bhavatyaha Kripaya, Mama Chitte Basata, may it shine by your grace in my chitta, in my buddhi, in my antakharanam. Hey Sharade, may you bless me so that I understand the words of the Acharya, which are very clear and profound. The meanings are understood clearly in my chitta. May it shine. Vasatam, Vasetam, Vasantam. Again, load. Vasatam, may it shine in my antakaranam. Bhavaha. Bhavaha is the teaching, the teaching of the Acharya. Tat kripaya, bhavataha kripaya, bhavatyaha kripaya. By your grace, may it shine in my heart, in my buddhi. May the meanings be clear for me. And the words of the Acharya. Words of the Acharya are very, very clear, and it is very profound also. So may not misinterpret. May interpret the words as used by Acharya, as taught by Acharya. And also the words which are very profound. It requires interpretation, proper interpretation. That is why Acharya in the previous Shloka, he said, Namamukat Yakurushva Vivekachudamani iti prarthanam karoti. So having done namaskara to Guru and Vagdevi Saraswati and then to Sharada Devi, now namaskara to Lord Ganesha. Ratna Garbha Ganeshana Vignadvanta Vibhakara Nirvignam Purayasva Imam Yakyam Karunya Shevadhe. Again, here also you can see Ratna Garbha Ganeshana Vignadvanta Vibhakara Sambodhana. Hey Ratna Garbha Ganeshana. Ganeshana Ana. Ana is An. Ganesha Ana. Ananam. Ganeshana. The one who has the face of Gananam Ishaha. Ganesha elephant. Ratna Garbha Ganesha. Gananam Ishaha Ganeshaha. Like Dashanana, we say. Ganeshana. Ratna Garbha. It's a beautiful word, Ratna Garbha. Ratna means jewels, gems. Ratna. And Ratna Garbha. Ratna Garbha, one who is adorned with different types of gems, jewels. That meaning we can take. Or Ratna Garbha could be Hiranya Garbha. Hiranya Garbha is Hiranyam Garbhe Yasya Saha. That is who is all knowledge. Ishvaraha. So Ratna Garbha Ganeshana and Vignadvanta Vibhakara. Vignadvanta. Dvanta is just removing, warding off all the Vigna. That is why it's called Vigneshaha, Vigna Haraha. It's called Vigna Haraha. He is a Vigna Data and he is a Vigna Haraha, both. But it doesn't give Vigna by whims and fancies. Our own Karma Pala alone comes in the form of Vigna, obstacles. So that's why Nirvignam Kurume Deva Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada. Iti we do Prarthana. So Vigna Dvanta, the one who removes all the obstacles, and Vibhakara. Vibhakara is Bhaskara. Bha means to shine. Bha, Dhatu. Vibhakara, another word for Surya. Surya as it is Prakasha. Similarly, is Vibhakara, Bhaskara, the one. It's like the sun shines and removes all the obstacles which may come across in writing this Vyakyanam. Therefore, Nirvignam Purayasva, without any Vigna. May this Vyakya be completed. May you cause this Vyakyanam to be completed. Without any Vigna. Nirvignam Kuru. I am writing this Vyakyanam, Imam Vyakyam Purayasva. This Vyakya, may you cause to complete. How? By without any obstacle. Nirvignam. May it be this Vyakyanam, which I have taken up for commenting, this text which I have taken for commenting, this Vyakyanam which I am doing, may it be completed without any obstacle. He Karunya Shevadhe. Shevadhe is Nidhi, treasure, who is embodiment of compassion. Karunasya Bhavaha Karunya. Karunya. Shevadhe, Shevadhe, Shevadhi. Pratipadikam, Shevadhe. Again, Sambodhana. Ratnagarbha Ganeshana, Sambodhana. Vigdadvanta Vibhakara, Bhaskara, Sambodhana. Karunya Shevadhe, Sambodhana. Addressing the Lord, Ganesha. Like Vakratunda Mahakaya, Surya Koti, Samaprabha, all Sambodhana. Imam Vakyam Nirvignam Purayasva. That is the sentence Vakyam. May this commentary, you please make it obstacles free. So having done Namaskara to, then he asks, he does the general prayer. He does a prayer to Lord Chandramouli. This next prayer is addressed to Chandramouli. Chandramouli Shwara Vibho. Brahma Vidya Samashrita. Swanabhutim Prayachashu. Chinmudra Vilasatkara. E Chandramaulishwara. Again, it is Sambodhana. E Vibho. Vividam Bhavati iti Vibhuhu. E Vibho. E Guru. Guru Shabdavati. He Vibho. Brahma Vidya Samashita. All of Sambodhana. Similarly, Chinmudra Vilasatkara also Sambodhana. The prayer is Swanabhutim Ashu Prayacha. Swanabhutim. Swa Anubhuti. Atmanubhuti. May you give Atmanubhuti. Brahmanubhuti. Brahma. Jnanam Aparokshanubhuti. Ashu. Quickly. In no time. Quickly. Prayacha. Mam Prayacha. So Chandramaulishwara is it's a compound, beautiful compound. Mauli, like Chandra Shekhara, we say. Similarly, Shikhara. Shikhara is the peak of the mountain, it's called Shikhara, crest. Similarly, Mauli also, the crest, the crown. So Chandraha, Eva Mauli, Yasya Ishwarasya, Saha Ishwaraha, Yasya Saha Ishwaraha, Chandramauli Ishwaraha. The one, Ishvara, the Lord, who has Chandra, the moon, as its crown. Yes, the Chandra, the crescent moon on the crown. Chandrasekhara, Chandramauli, all are same. Chandramauli is a good name. Chandraha eva Mauli yasya Ishwarasya saha Ishwaraha Chandramauli Ishwara. The one, Chandra is the Mauli for whom? For which Ishwara, that Lord. It's called Chandramauli Ishwara. And he is endowed with Anvita Samyak Ashrita, with Brahma Vidya, knowledge. Is Jnana Swarupavan. Jnana Swarupa is Sarvajnaha, Sarva Shaktiman, is Sarvajnaha, Sarvavit, is all knowledge. Brahma Vidya Samyak Ashrita. Brahma Vidya has Ashraya in him. Is all knowledge. Brahmanaha Vidya, Brahma Vidya. Brahma Vidyayaha Ashrita. Samyak, well. So is all knowledge. Chinmudra Vilasatkara. Chinmudra is a mudra. It's a gesture which is shown. The teaching is shown by the hand. Like Dakshinamurti, who shows Chinmudra through one of his hand. Chitta Mudra, Chinmudra. That is keeping the small finger, the ring finger, and the middle finger straight up. Bending that, the Anamika, and joining with the Angushta. That is called Chinmudra. When you bend the Anamika and join with the Angushta, a circle is formed. That is this Anamika stands for Jivaha, Jivatma, who by knowledge separates himself from all the three avastha, all three shariram, you can take the other three fingers which are held straight. They stand for the three shariram or three avastha. The abhimana with the three shariram, that is better. Having separated himself from the abhimana of the three shariram, and by knowledge merging with the Lord, you can merge with the Lord only by knowledge. There is no other merging. They say yoga. Yoga is merging. What yoga? How do you merge? How Jivatma merges with Paramatma? The merging is only through knowledge. In fact, it is not a merging at all. Jivatma is already Paramatma only. The merging is only in terms of knowing. So that is the teaching, Jnanam, and that is shown by this mudra, Chin mudra. So Chin mudra, Vilasat Kara. Kara is hand. His Kara shines with the gesture Chin mudra. So Vilasat Kara. Chin mudraya Vilasati. Vilasat Kara. Vilasat cha Asau Karaha Vilasat Kara. Chin mudraya Vilasat Kara. The one who shows the Chin mudra, the gesture through his hand, and through that he conveys, it teaches. That is Jivatma is Jivaha, Jivatma is Paramatma, Jivaha Paramatmanaha na bhinnaha Brahmasatyam Jaganmitya Jivo Brahmaiva na Aparaha iti. That teaching is what is conveyed by the Chinmudra. So therefore, to him, Acharya prays Swanabhutim Ashu, no delay. Ashu Prayacha iti. Having done Namaskara to all starting from Guru, then Saraswati, then Sharada, then Ganesha, and Chandramoulishwara. Then Acharya starts commenting on the shloka, the first two shlokas. It's a long commentary. It will take some time to read, 2-3 classes. Bhagavad Gita Su Ashocyan Anvashochyastvam Pragyavadamscha Bhashase Katasuna Katasonscha Nanashochanti Panditaha iti Shlokavat Vivekachudamani Prakarana Pratipadya Krishnartha Sangrahakoyam Shlokaha Jantunam Ityadihi. Bhagavad Gita Su Bhagavad Gita Saptami Bhagavachanam Bhagavad Gita. So in the Bhagavad Gita, the Gita begins with the shloka. In fact, the teaching begins with the shloka, second chapter, 11th shloka. First chapter is Dhritarashtra Uvacha and Sanjaya Uvacha. It's about Arjuna Vishada. And Sanjaya, and he presents the Vishada. In fact, it's Sanjaya Uvacha. Within Sanjaya Uvacha, we have Arjuna Uvacha. So therefore, where is there Upadesha? There is no Upadesha. It is about the Vishada, the despondency of Arjuna. And the second chapter also, up to the 10th shloka, there is no teaching. Bhagavan whips Arjuna by strong words. They didn't work. Then when he asked for knowledge, Shishyastegam Shadhimam Tvam Prapannam, then he starts the teaching. That begins with the 11th shloka. Shankara Bhagavad Pada also begins his commentary from this shloka alone. He didn't comment on the other shlokas because there is no teaching there. That teaching is there only commentary. So therefore Acharya here quoting that shloka, 11th shloka, the very first shloka of the Gita, which is the essence of the entire Gita. Sarvadharman parityajya mamekam sharanam braja aham tvam sarvapapebhyaha mokshayishyami ma shuchaha. Gita ends ma shuchaha. Again the same word, shuchaha, dukkha. Do not grieve. The teaching begins with Ashocyan. With regard to those one should not be grieved. You are grieving. Begins with that. And ends with one should not grieve. Ma shuchaha. So it's about no grieving. There is no cause for grieving. There is no cause for dukkha. But we are dukkhi. That is what samsara is. There is no cause for being dukkhi. But we are dukkhi. So dukkha can be removed. Dukkha cannot be removed by any other thing other than knowledge. Knowledge only alone can remove dukkham. The dukkham, what we mean is the dukkham which is not physical dukkham. Physical dukkham, disease, roga, vyadi, those things will be there. Being born with the manusha sharira, of course, we will be inflicted with various vyadi diseases. Sharira vyadi is inevitable. We are talking about mano vyadi, not psychological disease. It's about samsara vyadi. Samsara is a vyadi. Because of samsara, there is dukkha. Samsara nivrityartameva, this upadesha, is not jnanam. So, therefore, the first shloka presents the tatparya of the entire Gita. Tadvat, iti shlokavat, in the same way as the first shloka of the Gita presents the tatparya of the entire Gita. Similarly, Vivekachudamani prakarana, this is a prakarana grantha, Vedanta treatise, Pratibadya, that Pratipadya Krishnartha Sangragakaha. Ayam shlokaha jantunam, the shloka, jantunam, the second shloka. Not the first shloka. First shloka is only a prayer, Sarva Vedanta Siddhanta. The second shloka, jantunam narajanma dhurullabham ataha pumstam tato viprata. That shloka presents the complete Krishnartha, the entire meaning, essence of the entire, the meaning of the Prakarana Grantha, Vivekachudamani. Vivekachudamani, which reveals, which presents, the first shloka of the Vivekachudamani presents the Tatparya, Krishnartha, Tatparya in a nutshell. The nutshell presents the meaning of the sara of the essence of the substance of the entire text. Jantunam ityadihi. Astikasya eva shastra adhikarat pratamam narajanma prashastya katanam narajanma prashastya katana mukhena sharira vitirikta atma astitvam tavat dhvanayati jantunam narajanma durlabham iti. Shastre adhikaraha astikasya eva. Who has adhikara in shastram, shastra adhyanam, or shastra, the karma which are Gita, which are ordained by the shastram? Who is adhikara for doing? Those who are astika, they alone. Shastre kesham adhikaraha astikanam eva adhikaraha. Who has got adhikara? Who is qualified to study shastram, to do as enjoined by the shastram? Only astika. What is astika? Astiti e vadanti te astikaha. This is one way of loosely defining the astika. But really speaking, astika is Shastriya Pramanya Buddhi is called Astikya Buddhi. The one who believes, who accepts, not believes. Believe is the wrong word. Who accepts the authority of the Shastram. Shastram as a Pramanam. That person is called Astika. Among the six Pramanas are valid Pramanas accepted by Vedanta Darshanam. Among that, Shastram is a Pramanam. Shastram is a Pramanam for the Vishaya which is not covered by other Pramana. So the one who accepts the authority of the Shastram as a Pramanam, that person is called Astika. That's why we say Shastre Pramanya Buddhi. It's called Astikya Buddhi. And the Ishvaraha Asti iti vadanti te astikaha iti, that also we can say loosely. Those who are the believers or those who accept Ishvara. Ishvara Hasti. That's what we say we loosely translate, theist. Nastika, Nasti iti vadanti, Ishvaraha Nasti, Bhagavan is not there, God is not there, Nastika. So those who believe in the Atma, Atma asti iti ye vadanti, te astika. So therefore, astikasya eva, astikasya, pratamam narajanna prashastyam, the greatness of the first to begin with. Narajanna prashastya katanamukena, katanam saying, through mentioning, through presenting the prashastyam, the greatness of the Narajanma, Sharira Vitirikta Atma Asti, Atma which is different from, separate from, distinct from Sharira, is there. Iti Tavat Dvanayati Katayati Vivekachudamani, the text Katayati, it says, presence Dvanayati Au Najantunam Narajanma Iti. Jantunam Narajanma Iti Katayati. For them, for Astika only will say Narajanma is Durlabham because there is something which survives death. What is that? Atma survives. Atma survives death because Atma is Nainam Chindanti Shastrani, Nainam Dagati Pavakaha, Nashainam Klaidagantyapaha, Ashoshayati Namarutaha. Atma is not born, therefore doesn't die. Na jayate mriyate va kadachit Nayam Bhutva Bhavita Vanabhuyaha iti. And then Atma Nityam Sarvagata Sthanuho in so many words, Bhagavan presents in the Gita. Therefore, Atma doesn't undergo any change. Avyaktoyam Achintyoyam Achedyam Akledyaha Shosyaha. That is Atma. Therefore, Sharira Vitirikta Atma. In fact, in the Tattvada, very definition is Stula Sukshma Karna Sharirat Vitiriktraha Vastatraya Sakshi Sachidananda Swarupa Samna. That is the definition of Atma. Therefore, Sharira Vitirikta Atma Asti iti, those who accept, for them only there is Shastra Adhikara, they only study and follow the teaching of Shastra. Therefore, Narajanna Prashastya Katana Mukhena, by presenting the greatness of the Narajanma, Atma which is different from Shariram is there. The Acharya begins the text, Narajantunam Narajanma Durlabham iti. Among the beings, Narajanma is Durlabham, very rare. Uktam cha Shariraka Bhashye. Shastriye tu Vyavahari Yadyapi Buddhi Purvakari na Aviditva Atmanaha Paraloka Sambandham Adhikriyate iti. This is a Vakya which is in Brahma Sutra, Shariraka Bhashyam. Commentary to Brahma Sutra, not Brahma Sutra. Brahma Sutra, first Sutra, Athato Brahma Jignasa. Shariraka Bhashyam is Bhashya commentary. Shariraka Sutrani is Brahma Sutrani. Vedanta Sutrani. So Acharya had written commentary on Brahma Sutra. That Adhyasa Bhashya is a masterpiece. So to the first commentary, the first Sutra, Athato Brahma Jignasa. So in the commentary of the first Sutra, this Vakya, the statement occurs. Shastriye tu Vyavahari Yadyapi Buddhi Purvakari na Aviditva. Atmanaha Paraloka Sambandham Adhikriyate. Na Aviditva. Na you connect with the Kriya Padam. Paraloka Sambandham na Adhikriyate. Na Aviditva. Double negative. Shastriye Vyavahari. That is Shastriya Vyavahara. Shastriya Vyavahare. Yadyapi Buddhi Purvakari na Aviditva Atmanaha. See, a person who is engages in the actions which are enjoined by the Shastram, Shastri Vyavahare. He is Buddhi Purvakari. He is endowed with Buddhi, knowledge. So that Buddhi Purvakari, the informed person, Buddhi Purvakari, it is not that not knowing Atmanaha Paralokam, that Atma, which has got sambandha, connection with Paraloka, other Loka, that is after death. After death, Atma survives. Therefore, Paraloka Sambandham Adhikriyate. Not knowing that, it is not knowing that the informed person engages in performing the karma which are enjoined by the Shastram. So that it means it knows Atma survives death. That is why all the Astika, even Karmata also, they perform karma, various karma. Why? Because these, by performing karma, gains punyam. By punyam, the person can go to the Swargaloka and encash the punyam. It means there must be something surviving death. With the Sthula Sharyam, the person cannot go to Swargaloka. So there must be Atma surviving. That Atma is alone has got sambandha with the Paraloka. So it is not that not knowing that person performs karma, the Atma has got connection with the other Loka. It means Atma survives death, and that Atma, after death, after Maranam, it goes to other Loka and enjoys the karma pala. The person knows very well. Therefore, na aviditva, it's not that not knowing he performs karma enjoined by the Shruti. So therefore, it means Atma survives death. Even Mimamsakas knows very well. The problem is they don't accept that it is, there is only, the Mimamsakas are so engrossed in doing karma. So therefore they don't, they accept what Vedantis we say. We say Atma is Brahma. It is Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma. It is of the nature of knowledge. It is Satyam. It is Anantaha Atma. It is. So that the Ananda, which is experienced in Swargaloka, that we say that Ananda is also Parichinna, is limited, like the Ananda which is experienced in this Loka. Eta iha tata mutra. Therefore, it is Swargaloka is not permanent. Having gone there, having experienced the karma palakshine punya martya lokam vishanti, that is what we say, but for them, it is Swargaloka is permanent. They go to Swargaloka, it is not so. Because Swargaloka is gained. It is gained by doing karma, by earning punyam. The punyam through karma. Sukrutam. So therefore, but anyway, that they also have to accept that Atma survives death. Just when the Shariram dies, not that Atma also dies. They also have to accept there must be something which survives death. Whether you call it Atma or whether you call any other word, something survives. Atma, we use the word for transactional purpose. Brahma, it Atma iti. What word we can attribute to the Lord, who is all name and all forms? So any name we can use. So Atma we say. Of course, we have a reason to use the word Atma, how the word Atma is derived. So that is, we can derive the word Atma through many dhatus. Atma asti. Satatya gamane, atadhatu. From that also Atma we can derive. Atma is that which is always there. That is Atma. Therefore, Atma doesn't undergo any change, doesn't undergo any vikara, shadbhava, vikara rigitaha. There is no janma for Atma. Janma only for the Shariram. Shariram only is born, not Atma is born. That is why na jayate mriyate va kadachit. It's very clearly said. Atma is not born, not gone. Only when it is born, it is gone. What is born will go away. Jatasya hi dhruvam mrityu, dhruvam janma mritasya cha. That which is born alone will be gone. Atma is neither born. How it will go? It survives. But that is the doubt Nachiketa asked in the Kathopanishad. Yayam prete vichikitsa manushye. Astityeke nayam astiti cheke. Some people say Atma survives survives death. Some people say do not. That alone I want to know. That's my third boon. So therefore, in the Shariraka Bhashya, Bhashyakara has said very clearly, an informed person also performs action, knowing very well that Atma survives death, and therefore only it can have sambandha connection with the other loka. Then further Acharya says, Jantunam is equal to Jananashilanam, Praninam, Pranis, Jananashilanam, Jananashilaha. Jananashilaha Jantunam. Jananam is Janma, Jananam, Jananashilaha. So Shila means the tendency you can take. The one who has a tendency to be born, that is Prani. Because karma is there, therefore it will be born, Jiva will be born. So Pranis. So Praninam Madhye, this is Nirdharana Shashti. Among the Jantus, Pranis, Narajanma is Manushyatam Janma, Narajanma. The Narajanma, Manushya Janma is Durlabhamiti, very rare, rarity. Narajanmam Durlabham Jantuna Madhye. Tatra Ekena eva Bakushu Janmasu Praptavyeshu Kila Narajanma Durlabham iti Vaktum Shakyam. Sharira Sambandasya eva Janma Shabdartatvat. So, Ekena eva Bagushu Janmasu Praptavyeshu Sati. By one alone, by one Jivatma. By one person, same person. Bagushu Janmasu Praptavyeshu. One person, a person who has the possibility of taking different janma. A jiva has the possibility of taking different janma. Bagushu janmasu praptavyeshu. Because karma is all the possible, any janma is possible. All janmas are possible. From the amoeba to the dinosaur. Because all the possibilities of karma as sanchita is there. For jiva it is there. Maybe now it may not have the karma of dinosaur because no more dinosaur. But from amoeba to any creature, all the possibilities, the karma possibilities are there. Sanchita, the form of sanchita, therefore janma is possible. Praptavyeshu. Narajanma durlabham iti vaktavyam. It should be said Narajanma is rare. Sharira sambandasya eva Narajanma shabdar tattvat. Because what is janma? Janma is nothing but Sharira Sambandaha. Sharira Sambandaha is Janma. Then what is Maranam? Sharirat Vibhagaha. Sharira Vibhagaha is Maranam. Sharira is Stula Sharira. The Jiva who is a Sukshma Shariram. Sukshma Shariraman Jivaha. Who is a Jiva? The Jiva is nothing but Sukshma Shariravan. Now you can remember a good place to remember. We have seen yesterday only, not much before. We have seen a definition of Jiva. Who is a Jiva? In the Dvaita Prakaranam, we have seen Acharya Vidyaranya Muni. Beautifully, he defines what a Jiva is. What is a Jiva? A Jiva is that who is a combination of three. Chaitanyam Yadadishtanam Lingadegascha Yaf Punaha Chichaya Lingadegastha Tat Sangho Jiva Uchyate. A Jiva is nothing but a combination of three. Adhishtana Chaitanyam plus the Lingadegaha, that is Sukma Shariram. Then in the Sukma Shariram, the Chaitanyam which is reflected Abhasa Chaitanyam Chichaya. The combination of three is what is called Jivaha. So that Jivaha manifest in the form of beings. Bagusu Janmasu Praptavyeshu means Stula Shariram. Praptavyeshu, that Jiva attaining, gaining Stula Shariram. That is the meaning of the word Janma. Janma is what? Janma, the word as the meaning, the status of meaning of that sambandha, the connection with this Stula Sharira. Of what? Atma, Jivatma. Jivatma. Jivatma, that is Sukshma Shariravan Jivaha, has gained sambandha with the Shariram. That is what is called Janma. So therefore, a Jivaha which has many possibilities, which has possibilities of taking any Janma for him, Manushya Janma, therefore it is Durlabha Miti Vaktavyam should be said. It is Durlabha, very rare. I'll complete this paragraph and then stop. Yada cha ekasya aneka sharira yogaha tada sharira vytiriktantum atmanaha suchitam eva. Ekasya for a person, there is aneka sharira yogaha is sambandhaha. There is a possibility of for having sambandha, for a possibility of taking many sharira. Therefore, what is indicated, what is inferred from this? There is Atma, which is Sharira Vytiriktaha. Sharira Vyktitvam Atmanaha. Atma is distinct. Atma is the status of being distinct from Shariram, which is Suchitam, which is clearly indicated. Prasiddham Kalu Anekagi Kusumaigi Yujyamanam Sutram Tebhyaha Tirichyate iti. Anekani Vasamsi Kremena Yugapadva Paridadat Shariram Tebhyaha Vidyate iti cha. Prasiddham, it is very well known. What? Anekahi Kusmahi Yujyamanam Sutram. How a mala, a garland is created. Anekahi, by different flowers. Different flowers are strung together by what? The sutra. But sutra is different from those flowers. Distinct from the flowers is the sutra, the thread. Similarly, Anekamsi Vasamsi. Vasamsi means clothes. Napumsakalinga word, Vasamsi. Vasamsi, like Sakaranta Shabda, Vasasi, Vasamsi. So Vasamsi, different clothes, either Kramena, one after the other, or Yugapada, simultaneously, Paridata Shatranta, adorning. The Shariram which adorns the different clothes is different from the clothes. Vasamsi Jinan Yata Vighaya, that Acharya indicates. The Shariram which adorns different clothes, either in order, first you wear banyan over that shirt, over that coat. So the person is different from what he wears. Either Kramena he wears or Yugapata simultaneously different clothes. But the person is different from the clothes. Similarly. Tatacha Sukha hetu Sharira Prapte, Dukha hetu Sharira Nivritye cha, Punye Pravrittihi, Papat Nivrittischa, Yujyate iti, Vidhi Nishedhatmaka Karma Shastre, Astikyasya eva adhikaraha. Who has got adhikara, eligibility in Shastram, which is in the form of Vidhi Nisheda. Vidhi is injunction, Nisheda is prohibition. Shastra is Vidhi Nishedhatmakam. Vidhi Nishedhatmakam Shastram. So, Sukha hetu Sharira Praptaye. Sukha hetu Sharira Praptaye, Dukha hetu Sharira Nivrittaye. Cha Punye Pravrittihi, Papa Nivrittihi. Punye Pravrittihi for Sukha hetu Sharira Praptaye. Dukha hetu Sharira Nivrittaye, that is Papat Nivrittihi. The Sukha hetu, the cause for Sukham, Sharira Praptaye, in gaining a Shariram. Dukkha hetu Sharira Nivrittaye. So, gaining a Shariram, Sharira Praptaye, Sukham. Sharira Praptaye, Sukham. Sharira Nivrittaye, Dukkham. Death is Dukkham. Death is Dukkham, or giving up the Shariram. Maranam, that is Dukkham, cause Dukkha. So, what is Janma? Janma is nothing but Jivatma taking the Stula Shariram is what is called Janma. So, therefore, Jivatma assumes a sharira. So assuming sharira, that is a hetu for sukham. When it gives up the sharira, that is the hetu becomes a cause for dukkham. Therefore, Jivatma engages in karma which will produce punyam, and therefore Jivatma which avoids those karma which will produce papam. Therefore, Vidhi Nishedhatmakam Shastre. So therefore, the person engages in karma which produces punyam and avoids that which produces papam. Therefore, because of punyam only there is a sharira prapti. Because of papa, there is ado sharira prapti, ado janma prapti. So therefore, this punya pravrittihi, punya nivrit, papa nivrittihi. What is a pramanam? Shastram is a pramanam. Shastram says punya and papa, these can be known only from the shastram. Shastram only is a pramanam for punya papa. Because of punyam only, the person assumes the shariram, deva shariram. In fact, only punyam, then deva shariram. Only papa, then ado shariram. That ado janma. There is a mixture of punya papa, therefore manushya shariram. Therefore, manushyaha is called a mishraha. So therefore, how do we know all this? This is only by the Shastram. Therefore, Shastram which is in the form of Vidhi Nishedhatmakam Shastram. In the Shastram, who has got Adhikara? That Astikya only has got Adhikara. Therefore, Evam Jnanena Sakala Karma Nirharanartham Moksha Shastrayapi. In the same way as in the Purvabhaka of the Veda, that Jnanakanda also, for the removal of all the karma. Karma is the cause for Janma. Therefore, for the destruction of the karma is the cause. The karma is not there, then no Janma also. Because Sharira Prapte Sukham, Sharira Nivritte Dukkham, Maranam is Dukkham. Therefore, to get escape from this pain, therefore, what should be done? All the karma should be destroyed. For which, what is the sadhanam? Jnanam alone. Therefore, jnanena sakala karma niraranartham, for the destruction of all the karma, that is, all the karma which are stored sanchita. Therefore, moksha shastre api astikya seva adhikaraha, that is, moksha shastram jnanakande vedante, who has got adhikara. This astikya alone, this person who believes, who accepts the authority of the Shastra, who accepts Atma Asti, that person alone has Adhikara in Moksha Shastram also. Iti Acharya says, we'll stop here. It's a long one. We'll continue the next class. Om Purnamadav Purnamidham Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om Dhanyavadaha.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ ಗುರುಜಿ.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದः.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ ಶಂಜಿ.
Dhanyavadaha.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ ಸರ್.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ ಶರಣಜಿ.
Dhanyavadaha.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ.
Nastika need not be Veda Nindaka. They may Nastika is those who do not believe, do not accept the Shastram. That is what we define.
Sorry, sir.
Astikas are those who do not accept Atma Asti. The Astika. Nastikas are those who do not accept Ishvara. Those who do not accept Atma. They are Nastika. That is what Acharya says here.
Oh,
But
okay.
Nastika, Astika, what we define is Shastre Pramanyam. Shastram Pramanam iti. Ye Vishwasanti. Te Astika. Those who accept the authority of the Shastram, they are Astika. Those who do not, they are Nastika. In that sense, even Nyaya, Vaisheshika, Sankhya also we have Seshwara Sankhya, Nirishwara Sankhya. So that is Sankhya and Yoga. Patanjali Yoga, they believe, they accept Ishvara. Sankhya do not believe. All these are Nastika Darshanam only. They are Nastika Darshan in the sense they
Charvakam.
Shamitam.
Charvakam.
Not sorry, some Shamitam. They are Astika Darshanam only because they accept Veda, but they do not accept Ishvara. So we have got 12 darshanas in the Indian tradition. We say Indian system that 6 are Nastika, 6 are Astika. Under the Nastika Darshanam comes Charvaka and the Buddhist school and even Jainism also. They come under Nastika. Under Astika comes the 6th Darshana. There it comes Sankhya, Vaisheshika, Sankhya Yoga, the Nyaya Vaisheshika, Purva Mimamsa, and Uttara Mimamsa.
Uttara
All
Mimamsa.
these are Astika Darshanam only. Even Sankhya also Astika Darshanam only. In the Sankhya, we have Seshwara Sankhya and Nirishwara Sankhya. That is, Seshwara Sankhya who believes Ishvara. Nirishwara Sankhya who do not believe Ishvara. Even though they do not believe in Ishvara, but still they are Astika only because they accept the authority of the Shastram. So in this way, we define Astika and Nastika. But here in the text, what Acharya says is, those who believes based on the Shastram that Atma survives, Atma is the survives death, Atma astiti evadanti te astikaha. Those who say do not survive, kavo piva maja karo, ridam krutva kritam pibet, basmi bhutasya degasya punaragamanam kutaha, they are Nastika. Oh, those who do not believe in Atma surviving death, therefore only what? They enjoy, kavo piva maja karo. They are called Nastika. That is the meaning Acharya. That meaning only Acharya uses the word Astika, Nastikya here. Okay.
Fine, sir. Thank you.
Dhanyavadaha.
ధన్యవాదాలు సార్
ధన్యవాదాలు.